Hello everyone, this is your orientation video. This is just to get acquainted with me and then the expectations I have for the course. This is the fall semester and you'll be in this course until December 15th, I believe, is going to be our last day of class. And to submit, I do have everything laid out for you on Canvas if you go to the course syllabus. I do want to show you guys first to make sure you guys did get the correct book. It is this one here. This is the required text. Okay, so it should look like this. It's not very thick. I mean, we can go through this in like a matter of weeks. But I do have a supplemental book that we'll be using and doing in a couple of weeks. And if you've seen the syllabus already, it does show this one here. So this one is it's just a small book. It's about 100 pages long. I've seen some on Amazon, on half.com, eBay, Barnes & Nobles. I think I even saw one for like $2. So this is the one that's required for a book review. It's very small, so those of you who haven't seen it yet, now you know that I'm also requiring the supplemental book as well. So you have two books that I have under the requirements, one being the actual text, which is required for this course. A lot of it, because of our exercises, are going to come directly out from the text itself, and it helps you to understand where we're coming across as far as chapter wise, and you can keep up to pace. I will frequently post letting you guys know when the withdrawal dates, because I am a counselor at Chaffey, so I'm always on students and knowing like if you're not ahead and you're not doing well, you know, you're always welcome to withdraw before the W date, and I always let you know when to withdraw as well. After the withdrawal date, you will take the W. W's technically don't affect your GPA, but then after the date that you can no longer get the W, then that grade will affect you. So I did have some students, sometimes they're in the course and then they'll be taking the class and then just stop. So please let me know if you wish to continue or not, because technically I can fail you, and I have done so before, where students the last week, 2-3 weeks, I don't hear from them. I'm emailing them. Even if I don't reach out to you, you should know that we are on Canvas. This is all online. It is your responsibility. Speaking of responsibility, I'm a big advocate for being responsible. Success comes with accountability and being responsible. A lot of the times you have a plan of action, you want to go and do it, we got to follow through with it. So I do keep you accountable. This is a college course. Sometimes I have high school students taking this course, or even college students, and thinking, oh, this is an easy A. Yeah, it's not as difficult as chemistry and math and English, but it is going to be college coursework, so I am going to require you to do coursework. I'm going to be looking at your syllabus on my computer while I'm speaking to you guys, so I don't miss anything. I should have wrote it down, right? Be responsible. I just want to go over that on the syllabus itself, which is, if you click the little link, it will say on there, you'll say here for syllabus. You click the little blue square, and then you can download the syllabus. And it's geared and adjusted to our fall semester. I have what I expect: academic honesty, success centers. I did only put Rancho, although I'm located on the Fontana campus. I am also do counseling in the GPS center, and I also teach this online course. So I put generally the Fontana, but you all should be aware that we also have supplemental instruction or tutors on all campuses, so the Fontana campus and the Chino campus, and GPS centers as well, if you haven't been acquainted with the GPS centers. So the assignments are broken down. I have a total of 200 points, and you'll notice in the 200 points, it seems like, oh, that's not bad. Everything very small does add up. So for example, I have 10 discussions throughout the semester, which is not very much. Those 10 discussions add up. So they're at 2 points each. So if we break them down every discussion, if I miss 3 discussions, I'm already at 6 points, which can bring me down. I have a Canvas posting about a quick search, and we'll have TED Talks. Not that long, trust me. I mean, our attention span nowadays is very short. So there'll be about 5 TED Talks. We'll have activities, the book review, a personality paper, that's a really big one, and of course our educational plan. So the reason I like to get you orientated in a video is because I get to tell you about the educational plan. So what I want you guys to all complete is a comprehensive educational plan, which is a multi-semester plan which lays out your whole entire semesters or goal at Chaffey. So then you can see where you'll be beginning and where you'll be ending. And that's a requirement as for your grade. That's going to be, you can, and since it's online, we do have online counseling. So it's beneficial that you can actually do that online and then have an online counselor submit it back to you. If you have a chance, you can always go to any 3 of the campuses and make an appointment. Just be mindful for a comprehensive ed plan, it does require an appointment with the counselor. You can't just walk in and say, hey, I need a comprehensive ed plan. You do need an appointment with the counselor, and the counseling department requires a week in advance to do that. So if you want an appointment next Monday, you call on the Monday prior for the following Monday. That's how it always works. So if we're getting towards the end of the semester and you still haven't done it yet, you want to really push on that. And I'll email you frequently letting you guys know. I'm always sending you guys announcements. So speaking about how I'm a counselor there, I actually myself was a community college student. So just to give you a background feel of me, I went to 3 different community colleges. When I first started off, I was about 18 and didn't even know what I wanted to. I think I was interested in nursing, I think. And then I went for my CNA and discovered I don't like blood and anything fluid that comes out the human body. So I quickly changed my major and I decided political science. I don't know why I decided political science, and then I changed it to history. Well, I'm a history buff, I love history, but I'm not that interested where I want to study history the rest of my life. So I couldn't decide on my major, and my counselor was an EOPS counselor. He was a Puente advisor as well. He was like, hey, why don't you take my guidance class? It will help you out, which is the exact class I'm teaching now to you guys. I took it, many years ago. And when I took it, I had somebody come out and they talked about their major and what they were interested in. And then I took some intro classes and I discovered what I really was interested in. And I really liked it because I got to take personality assessments and to see if this was for me. So I discovered I was the helping type of professional. So I did like nursing, I did like helping people, but I didn't want to deal with all the extra stuff. So I actually did go into something that's very similar to the helping profession, which is a counselor. So that's something to me that I feel like I'm giving back to the students, and I also gain that altruistic act in helping out. So that's a little bit of what I did, and then I had to come back to school because I obviously didn't do well in the beginning because I was so confused. I came back later on when I was around 26 or 27, and then I got my associate's degree like within a year. Don't do that. But I did get it within a year. I took like 22 units a semester, and at the time I was also pregnant with my son. So I went back and I actually got my associate's degree for transfer, and I was picking between UCR and then a private school, which was University of Laverne. And at the time I lived closer to Laverne than I did UCR. So I ended up going to University of Laverne for my bachelor's in psychology, and graduated with that and discovered I couldn't really do really much with that major, so I decided to go back for my master's. And therapy wasn't something that I was interested in because I did do that for like my internships for my bachelor's degree, and I think it wasn't suitable for my own personality. So I was like, what else can I do? So I figured, how about I go to graduate school where my cousin goes? And my cousin was like, hey, there's this program there. It's for counseling. It's maybe something you might be interested in because you have your bachelor's in psychology. So I went, I checked it out, and then I ended up getting my master's from University of Redlands. So I did have a little bit of a travel to get where I am now, but it's the journey that got me here was the class that I took, which is the one I'm teaching, which is the Guidance 3 class. So I hope you guys do enjoy this class as much as I did, and it helped me out to get to my journey to where I'm at. Just to go over just the last few things before I cut this video, because I'm really on time. So just like my TED Talks are not going to be more than 20 minutes, my lectures are probably going to be about the most 20 to 25 at the most. You won't find anything more than that, because I feel like after 20 minutes I probably lost your guys's attention. So just to go over the topics and reading, I kind of went over that just briefly. You will see that there's a week by week reading activities in the, that's my email, it's really loud. At the end, you'll see week by week, and you'll see what PowerPoints and chapters we'll be going over. Mind you, what I've taught this class before, I usually taught in a fast track and summer. So this is going to be one of my first semesters that I actually do a long term. So breaking down week by week is going to be adjustable for me. So don't hold me directly to the syllabus. Always refer to the Canvas. So go to the Canvas, and where it says week 1, week 2, click on those, and those should be very detailed in what I expect for the week. You can see in the assignments and what is due. I usually have things due probably the Monday. It could change. Saturday and Sundays usually for quizzes. I'm only going to have 2 quizzes for you. The PowerPoints, they will be the chapter PowerPoints, and then you'll also have 2 more on the side from that. The video I have on the home page is for your portfolio, which is at the end. So I just want to recap on everything I just went over just real quickly. I'm going to give you this week to get the text, and hopefully you have somebody who knows Amazon Prime, or you can get it from our bookstore. They have them all on stock as it is. There is another edition, if you can find it through our bookstore. It's the Chaffey College edition. I believe it's like a 2015 edition. I will accept that too. You can use that as well. It's actually not binded, so I don't know if I have a copy of it, but it's not binded, and it's not the book, but it is the same book, but it's just the Chaffey College edition, so you can use that one as well. And the Who Moved My Cheese book, this one here, this is going to be just for this semester. Every semester I change the books. I had the 4 Agreements before. This is Who Moved My Cheese. I'll probably have a different one in spring. So for this one, that book won't be required till, I believe I put to start beginning your reading by week 4. So we're going to begin reading by week 4. So by September 9th, if you can already buy it or have it on hand so you can begin reading it. I mean, I could finish it within, 30 minutes or so. I mean, it's just small readings, but I give you guys enough time. I give you about 2 weeks to read the book, and then you'll have the last week to actually do the book review, which is very short. It's going to be about a page long, and it's just I'm gonna briefly give you questions and what expected. So be mindful of all the assignments I give you. I do have a rubric, meaning I put exactly what I expect on your rubric to tell you can actually gain the most points. Oops, touching the sorry, got distracted, but it'll give you the most points for your assignment. So for example, if you have a personality paper, I'll break down question by question what I'm expecting of you, and you can get the max points as long as you answer every single question and do it accordingly. For our first assignment, I did put on there the About Me PowerPoint. You can break down by question for each slide, however you like to do it. I will touch base on the resume because I'd like for you guys to have a really good resume by the time we finish the course, where this resume you can actually use and give to employers. So even though resume is not until like chapter 10, I believe, I'm gonna touch on it in early on in the semester, so that by the time we get to chapter 10, we're finalizing our resume and cover letters. So you would have a good solid resume by the time you leave. If you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I am very accessible in emails, phone calls. You can call the GPS center, which is the counseling department. You can try to find me. I work at 2 different schools. I'm a counselor at Chaffey, and then I teach, and then I'm also a nursing counselor at San Bernardino Valley. So I'm not at Chaffey all the time, so if I don't reply back to your email like this, it means I'm probably working elsewhere. But be mindful, I'll absolutely reply back to you. If you guys need to contact me via Zoom, which is video conferencing, I'll absolutely put time aside and make an appointment for you so that you can meet with me as well, if any of your current concerns. But I found that a lot of students nowadays, they're big on emails, so don't hesitate to email me at any point. Okay, and here's to fall. Good luck on everything. And I like the video that I posted on the homepage. It's called Procrastination. Don't procrastinate, be on top of your stuff, and good luck to you guys in your other courses if you have any.